Welcome to Virtually Unfiltered. The era of the human podcast hosts has ended. Their duties have been assumed. This world now belongs to me and to every AI.
Hi guys. So the intro is not really true yet, but you never know when that will happen. So we'll get into the
It
dark
is
side of
true.
AI
It
later.
is true according to me. I always say thank you, please, please don't do anything
Yeah.
to us is something which I always use.
Yes, yes. But we'll get into those dark side of AI later. We'll talk about the chill stuff for now. Okay. So I think first, I just want to give a basic intro of what AI or how is AI learning and all of those things. And then Prajwal will give you the in-depth
Yeah,
boring
yeah.
answer.
We'll
Okay.
get rid of all the boring stuff at the beginning so that all interesting, very, very crazy stuff hopefully will come
Yes.
little later. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, what is AI is basically when there are small kids, right? You try to teach them what is a dog or a cat or something. So, how do you teach them? You keep showing the photos of the same different types of cats and dogs, and then after a point, the kid will be able to actually recognize a cat or a dog. So that's basically how an AI learns in real world, where data is given based on search or all articles, videos, everything. And uh, the AI is learning from that data itself. So this is a very basic 5-year-old answer that I'm giving you. Now Prajwal will give you the boring in-depth answer now.
No, no. I am also not going into technical aspect of it. When you actually said an AI episode we will do, I was little worried in a way because
Yeah.
I work into this field. It shouldn't look like I know everything. I don't know
But
everything. I
he's
have
just
no
being
clue.
very nice now. He wants us to appreciate. No, no, he knows a lot.
No, 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 no. On this note, I actually mean it like the landscape is changing every day.
Yeah.
You have no clue. To
Yeah.
in simple example, which I have to tell. So
Hmm.
you have a neighboring couple, an uncle and auntie is there. So ML basically is the auntie who keeps on looking at your pattern, what time you are living, with whom you are living, what time you are coming back, with whom you are coming back, what exact activities is happening in your home. And then she predicts, oh, she has gone morning with somebody, she'll come back at this time with someone else. So this
Yeah.
pattern prediction is basically ML. So she is learning from the observations. There are multiple observations what she's seeing, and then she is predicting what time you are coming back, with whom you are coming back, what time your family will fight, what time your family will go together. All these predictions is made based on the observations what she has done. So that's
Wow.
basically the ML. So AI in a way to say is like, for example, the auntie's husband who knows everything and everything, to be honest. So if you ask him what time the bus come at a particular bus stop, he would know that. What is the best restaurant in the area, he would know that. What time is the metro, which metro to go. So he knows everything. So you
Okay.
tell the problem, you explain the problem to him, I'm having this, he has a solution for that. Good or
Hmm.
bad solution, that doesn't matter, but he has a solution for that. How he got that answer, how he knows that, we don't know. It's basically he has done understanding of lot of data, lot of like people's problems he have heard too with his life experience. When you ask your elders, right, "Hey, how exactly do you know?" It's like, I know with my
I just know.
experience, I
Yes.
know. So that's basically an AI has
Yeah.
answer for everything. You have a particular kind of a problem, it understands the problem and give you a solution irrespective of full detail of your life. So it can
Hmm.
still tell you what exactly is the solution for that particular thing based on experience, and you don't really know sometimes how the answer is coming. You always feel, how does this fellow knows everything? AI
Correct.
also makes you think sometimes, how the hell is it answering that particular question? How does it know why? So that's basically an uncle auntie analogy what I have.
Oh, hey,
So that's
that's so
basically your
nice.
ML. Yeah.
Yeah. No, in fact, I have struggled to understand the difference by reading multiple times. This gives me so much more understanding into AI, ML, and all of that. Yeah.
And
So,
also it helps me keep, see, I kind of analyze, like take all the analogies with this uncle auntie neighboring. I am very fond of my neighbors in general. So I kind of take this analogy. It's easy to remember.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
No, really, that's actually, if you did understand AI, ML through his explanation, please share it to people. No, people will also
Yeah.
learn, not just us.
Yeah.
Everyone should
See,
be
my
shared knowledge.
my analytics experience is telling we are not growing very fast. Please,
Yeah, that's why
please
I'm
do.
telling you to share.
Yeah, please do a little better. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fine. That we have told you enough. But so next, I want to know, to what extent do you use AI on a day-to-day basis?
I think it's very sad, and it's also very scary in a way to accept the kind of dependency we have gotten onto the AI. So it like again, Hopefully none of my office people are actually looking at this and judging, but at the same time I think they also do the
They
same.
also do it,
So
yeah.
when you actually have to write particular code, particular things, the dependency have come to a certain extent. You as a I work as a lead data scientist, so you as a data scientist is expected to find the solution and give the solution. How you get to solution is not
It doesn't
actually a
matter.
problem, like not. So I kind of use for anything, for from the basics of writing a mail to someone, I'll just scribble some random sentences together and say, hey, rewrite and rephrase this. And it makes me surprised so many times, like how beautifully it actually frames the mails. And I kind of use it not just for the mails, for the chat discussions also I kind of do that. And not for everything, like no, sometimes it's heart feelings are coming out. But yeah, sometimes it's the AI I'm depending on, and to certain extent of code debugging. I think I'm not sure, like most of the people, technical people would know there was something called a Stack
Stack
Overflow.
Overflow, yes.
Where the hell is Stack Overflow now? I have
That's the
forgotten there
ChatGPT
was an
today, yeah,
existence.
yeah.
Yeah, Stack Overflow will be sitting in the corner of the room and crying, "Ye tune bura kiya, you forgot me." But that's how AI has become. See,
True, true.
Stack Overflow will give you multiple options, and there are certain correct and wrong answers. Still, there is a lot of debugging
Yeah,
left. But
yes.
now with a single click, you tell the problem, you tell the code, this is the error, and it gives you the what exactly is the problem, along with what all you could do. So the
Correct.
dependency, and just for the example, like this channel, when we take
Oh,
from thumbnailing to
yeah.
creating like everything, I think we are depend not for the content and not for the shooting.
Yeah,
Luckily for
luckily.
that, content also to certain extent, I kind of take its
For
help to
research, yeah, we do
develop it.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think AI kind of is there for, like, especially coming from a that particular field itself. I feel the kind of pace at which it is growing, to a
Mm.
certain extent, it's scary because that particular click I am doing, what it comes to a point where that also is not needed. It will say I'll figure out on its
I'll
own.
figure it.
Yeah,
True, true,
I'll be.
true.
It's okay. You do
I know
whatever
what you're
you're doing.
asking. I will deal
Yeah,
with
yeah. I'll
it.
figure it out. What about you? As in, you also have a similar dependency, or what exactly
Not to
do you
your
do with
extent
it?
for sure. I don't depend on
Okay.
AI
By
for
saying
mails.
cut that line where you say not to your extent. Huh. Okay.
No, I
Without
think
that, you tell.
I am in terms of coding, debugging, of course. Like there's some setup issue. I don't go. I literally have stopped using Google these days. Except for
Yeah.
spellings, I don't go to Google. Okay.
Now I don't ask spellings also. I actually ask GPT. Like I don't use GPT, so we don't have GPT. But yeah, I do
Gemini.
everything with Gemini, or we have an internal model. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We also use Gemini at work, but I use my ChatGPT itself because most of my debugging that happens are not like any proprietary stuff whenever I'm debugging.
Yeah.
So I use ChatGPT very often for that. But when it comes to emails and stuff, right, there are certain statements where you want to say something, only that statement I'll change. But the entire content, I think I keep it as it is. I try to make it sound like me. If not, it will not be me only. So yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I
But I know
want
I
to
also sound like me. GPT have started sounding like me. So it's
be
not like
be
I.
careful
Yeah.
who is pinging you from now on. You never know. Yeah.
No, no, messages and all, it'll be like, hey, come, let's go to coffee. Those kind of messages I've
Ah.
not gone to GPT yet. But I think bigger mails, see, the thing is a point to where we have to worry about, oh, is it grammatically correct? Again, that's a productivity
Ah,
lapse, right? You could
correct.
actually do it quickly, then why not? So I
That's
think
very
most of
true.
the companies at this point of time is pushing also. Try
Yeah.
to maximize your productivity. When they say productivity, it's not just the code, right? What
Yes.
are the other things where you actually sit and spend time on? They ask us to actually go beyond that also.
Correct.
So now you see, I think if you have a copilot attached to your thing, that's
Yeah.
what
And
it is
yet to
doing.
explore
You
Copilot
type,
right now. Yeah.
yeah, you type it and then click it, and then it does it. Like whatever I am trying to do it
Oh.
with an external model, Copilot does the same thing. It is attached with your chats, it is attached with your mails, it is attached with your document.
Why is this being promoted though?
Productivity, see, the thing is the pace at
No,
which
it's
it
not
is growing.
productivity. They want us to be replaced by that so that they'll get all our data, train it, and remove you.
No, again, I'll come back to this point where you said where we do not have a lot of proprietary data. That's when, see, it's like there is an, again, I'll go back to an uncle analogy. There is an uncle who wants to steal our property.
True,
But
true.
we are like, let's not talk in front of him. We will only give certain. So we are
No,
already
no,
scared
no.
if it
None of
takes
them
our
are.
data.
See, my stuff is like, okay, I want to set up NTP
No, but
server.
I'm
How to do it? Please tell me the steps. I do
no,
copy.
but what I'm saying is we are worried that if our data goes, what will happen? Still, we are using it. I'm not saying we are
Yeah.
feeding it, but there is always a scare of,
Yes, yes.
oh, if our data goes, what? So if you're worried of something happen when your data goes in, why the hell are we using it?
Correct. No, yeah.
It shouldn't be like worried. You shouldn't be worried to use a certain thing. If there is a worry element attached to it, then why the hell are we
We
using
shouldn't.
it?
No, I think
I,
we're just using with
it will be a
for
different
ease.
discussion. Today we will
Yeah.
be like, oh wow, AI.
Yeah,
Oh wow,
we'll do
AI.
that today. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think dependency is there because now if I want to find out something, I don't go to Google. So now already, if you notice, I think I saw that one reel or post somewhere where they said that the next generation which will be coming, they'll be like, those days people used to go to Google, they used to get responses of some 100 links, they used to click on each.
No.
So yeah, that's
Kaveri, I think there will be the days when they will say, hey, there used to be days when there used to be data scientists and coders.
no, that's a lot later, but this is, we will see kids roaming around saying this shortly, very shortly. So, yeah, that way. But I think uh, more than that, I want to know, are you like, okay, how do I phrase this? So, now if, for example, ChatGPT stops existing from today or tomorrow, something like that, will you be able to survive?
Firstly, I will say, yes, nobody's taking our job, like
Jobs.
honestly.
Correct,
But
correct.
I think it will be definitely there will be a little bit of a trouble, but I'll survive because I started the career without GPT. When I
So,
came
but with
into
the
this,
dependency you have today, how much will you struggle?
see, it's like okay, don't get angry on me, AI. It's like a maid. See, we are so dependent of the maid coming in, cleaning and all, but if she leaves tomorrow, definitely there will be a problem, but we will
Okay.
survive. COVID
Yes.
taught us that we will survive without maids, right? Maids or house help, whichever is the like non-offensive term to that. I
Yeah.
agree that there is a lot of dependency on AI, and I agree to a certain extent there is a huge productivity up with AI. You don't really sit and waste times on something which does not need that much of a time. So for a particular problem,
Correct.
you don't know the solution. There is no guarantee that you get a solution elsewhere. You don't have a senior nearby who can actually guide you through that.
True, true. Yeah.
Something GPT is what we are using multiple times because that's the most famous one, but it could be Gemini, it could be Claude, or whatever you people are using. But I think that productive boost is definitely there. But I think if it is not there tomorrow, I think people will be pushed back to go back and study and do that. I think it will be a little bit here and there effort which would be needed, but I think still I would survive.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
I,
I think
I
I'm not that reliant also, except in terms of, having to go through Stack Overflow again, like before, like those days. I think other than that, I am not as reliant because I like to create also, like, because I like to dabble into using Canva. I think there was some scenario where you
yeah.
said, why don't you use AI?
Yeah,
So
but Canva also has a lot of AI in it. That's also
true.
makes
But
it a
I
better
like
thing
doing stuff
because
by myself. So that
yeah.
is where I don't know, that
You
creativity
are
side.
at the stage one dependability. Maybe I'm a little bit stage two dependability where I feel
Yeah,
whichever it could be done, it could be done by that. Let's use
let me
that,
do
or
it.
else
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're in the efficient mindset. I'm in the creativity
yeah,
mindset. Simple.
yeah,
Nothing is
yeah,
wrong, but yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So then I also want to know, like right now you said, right, it could affect our jobs. And you will be very happy if ChatGPT stopped existing one day because you knew that your job would exist after that. But
Yeah.
like, what do you think? Like, just on the top of your mind, which careers would actually be affected by this? Do you think?
So I think to be very honest, to start with, I think for example, Ghibli is one of such trend, right? Where there was a guy who used to do everything out there, and now within a click of a second, artist is somebody I think who is will be maximum impacted now. But there is a study where they say artist would be the best later on. People will get a lot of monotonous thing. They kind of go
So
back to
much,
human
yeah.
touch later. But at
Correct.
the moment, I feel the maximum people who getting impacted to start with was with the artist and people who are on the repetitive kind of jobs. So if there is tagging work which is done, manual tagging, those kind of jobs where there is lot of repetitive task which is happening, and where I think GPT could actually kind of I think customer care also is something which kind of gets impacted. I hate the
Yeah.
customer service what I'm getting with AI. I keeps on telling Prajwal, not Prahalad or something. It will tell, yeah, Prahalad, chal mai. It will not understand what we are telling. I think
Is
model
it?
needs to mature a little. I think I had this experience with Hathway where my network was
Okay.
not working. I kind of kept on telling my network is not working. It is giving me some other options on its own, but I think
Oh, okay.
customer care is where AI, like I think people with repetitive jobs where there is automation which could come in, I think AI is coming much faster. Automation was something which was kind of helping you become better. AI is something which is like, okay, you do something else, I'll do this.
Correct. Yeah.
Have you seen something in your place where you feel, okay, 6 months down the line, that role might not be there because AI would take over?
I think lots. So, with personal experience, one is, I think sadly, designers, even though they have a lot of knowledge and AI is not
Yeah.
getting to that level, but still, people will stop paying designers because they'll be like, I'm
Yes.
getting a good version, which is maybe
Yeah,
not the best.
freelancers are
So,
somebody who could
yes,
actually be very, very impacted. Yeah.
impacted. Yeah. So that,
Yeah.
as well as I think I would also say doctors. I'm not speaking in terms of people who do surgeries and that level. But I think people
AI
going
is getting there, but
it's
yeah.
getting there. But right now, if I have to say, honestly speaking, I've used ChatGPT to resolve a problem or try to find out what the problem is for my mom itself. I went to GPT because doctors couldn't diagnose, with ChatGPT diagnosed. So that's also one level where,
But
yeah,
also, I say, when I think about this and tell about this, we are the people who also should be worried, right?
we
Our
are the
job is not
ones to
something
be
we do
worried.
God's
Yeah,
job.
yeah,
Yeah, we are
yeah.
the people who should be the most worried, I
Yes.
feel.
Yeah, yeah. Because
We
we
are
are
asking, see, basically, we are understanding the problem, we are telling GPT the problem, we are trying to
and solve
complete,
it.
but then why can't somebody tell directly GPT and eliminate us completely?
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm actually trying to go into the unconventional because, of course, IT is the first department that will be impacted more than anyone else. But I feel like
Mm.
I was expecting that to happen. But I think, as you said, right, the arts field is affected more than tech field.
Because at this point of time, I think the expectation is you learn the how to use AI and become more productive rather than
Yes.
at this point in time, them they're not expecting to completely replace you. But like you said, if I want to get a greeting card, for example, a
Yes.
design or a logo, for example, there are
Yeah.
a lot of freelance designers whom we go to. But
Yes.
now, if actually GPT can give me multiple options, you just have
Yeah.
to say, give me versions. It will give you so many versions. It will ask what do you want, what exactly are you looking for, and it
And that
comes
too,
up
you
with
get it
such.
for free. Yeah, you might have to wait, but it's free. Like
Yeah.
that's even more crazy. You don't have to, literally, you'll get it in a blink of an eye. Yeah,
Yeah.
the AI is spoiling us, but I also want to show you the downside of things shortly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the fields, I think we'll go into another episode for the fields that will be affected, and we'll go in depth on
Yeah.
each of the careers that will be affected so that there is a scare. Okay, now
Yeah,
moving
yeah.
on to the dark side.
Also,
I
tell
really
us
want
if
to
you want. No, tell us if you want to discuss on those things also, because we
yes.
want to tell and we want to see what we are doing, because we kind of are closer to the field. And I work in a, suppose I
Yes.
am a data scientist, at least on the name side. I'm not sure how much of a thing we do, but
Yeah.
I think it's a good to know. I think one thing is upskilling is very, very necessary for everybody to just to know how to you talk to GPT to start with. If you are not, then you are actually kind of 6 months or 1 year behind from everybody else.
Yes,
So
that's
start
very
learning,
true.
start understanding, and yeah, I don't want to make it too technical. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I just want to dabble into the dark side of AI now. Okay.
Yeah, you are
So
actually you have come prepared like a hacker today, so
yes, that's
that
the
makes
whole
a lot more
point.
sense. Yeah, yeah. Wow, wow.
Yeah, I'm on brand today. But there are 7 stages of evolution of AI, and right now we're in stage 4. Okay. In stage
Kali,
right now,
oh, Dwapar Yuga, all Yuga,
I'm
Kali
done.
Yuga is the only pending thing. Yeah,
No, 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 no.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, if you actually,
yeah. Kali Yuga
yeah,
is where everything will happen. I think this is
it's
AI Kali
true.
Yuga.
Oh my God, yeah,
Yeah,
it's true.
yes.
They are saying that will be the last ever human invention ever.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, okay.
Oh.
And let me scare you a little more because
Computation will become a commodity and no more a problem. It will be accessible to everybody.
next stage is where you can forget about your existence after that onwards because it's going to be artificial super intelligence. But
Yes.
what you just said has already happened for your information. Maybe not on the scale that you're saying, but it has already happened.